Hi everyone, it's Paddy here from arithmetichub.com, thanking you for choosing this video, but reminding you that whilst this is one method to solve questions like this, it's not the only method. With that being said, let's explore this concept a little bit further.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to have a look at multi-step addition questions. Now these we'll have seen in lots of different sort of guises before, we'll have seen them in lots of different ways before, but this is sort of like the final part of these multi-step addition questions where we're looking at the most sort of challenging things we would have to do for these. So multi-step addition questions that look like this are going to be a lot more challenging because they involve different skills that we need to be able to pull together. So let's have a little look at the method first. First part of the method says convert all parts into the same unit of measure. Second part says add the two parts, and then finally subtract your answer to 2 from the whole to find your missing part. Because the easiest way to think of a question that looks like this is probably in a bar model like we have done when we've been looking at part-whole models, part-whole models, whichever that we've been looking at before. So we've got 4 metres of rope that's cut into 3 pieces. Piece 1 is 1.13 metres, piece 2 229 centimetres, and piece 3 is a missing amount that we don't know. But if we were to set it up as a bar model like this, what you could say is, right, okay, it's a really simple one. We've got our hole at the top, so our hole is 4 metres, isn't it? Our hole is 4 metres of rope cut into 3 pieces. We set it up like that, immediately we get a better understanding of what's being asked of us in the question. Now let's fill in our parts. We've got 1.13 metres, there's one part. Piece 2 is 229 centimetres, that's another part. And the final piece, piece 3, we don't know the size of. But that's okay because we can say, well actually, that's just another part. Now we know how to find the missing part. What we're looking for is a missing part, but the problem is that we have 2 parts here and the whole. So what that's going to mean is we have to convert these 2 parts into 1 part so we can take it away from the whole. So the other issue actually before we get on with this method, because I was just about to break into it, and then actually the other part that's going to be a bit of a problem here is part 1 says convert all parts into the same unit of measure. Here we've got metres, here we've got centimetres, and we've got metres again. So immediately we've got a bit of a problem there. I'm going to say probably the easiest thing to do here is convert your metres into centimetres. Because if we convert all your metres into centimetres, that's going to make it really easy. We're not dealing with decimals or anything like that then, are we? So 4 metres is how many centimetres? Well, we know to convert from metres to centimetres, we need to multiply by 100. So 4 metres is going to be 400 centimetres. So now rather than having 4 metres at the top of our model, we can have 400 centimetres. We know we're multiplying by 100 now. So we've got 1.13 metres. If we multiply that by 100, line the decimal point up, if we times it by 100, we're going to move the digit to 2 places. So it's a multiplication, so we're going to move to the left. Drop it down, move it once, twice. Drop it down, once, twice. Drop it down, once, twice. So we know that we've got 113.0 or 113 centimetres. So by 1.13 metres becomes 113 centimetres. Great, we've done step 1, we've converted all parts into the same unit of measure. So we've got a hole that's 400 centimetres, a part that's 113 centimetres, and another part that's 229 centimetres. The next thing we need to do is we need to convert it so we've got so rather than having 3 parts and a whole, we're going to make these 2 parts into 1 part, okay? So the way we're going to do that is we're going to add them together. So the value is going to stay the same, the value of the 2 parts is going to stay the same, we're just going to add them together so that they become 1 big part basically, aren't we? So we're going to do 113, we're going to add 229. 3 add 9 is going to give me 12, 1 add 2 is 3, add the 1 is going to give me 4, 1 add 2 is 3. So in total here, These two parts have given me 342 centimetres. So, I've done step 1, I've converted all the parts into the same unit of measure. I've done step 2, I've added the two parts together. They've given me 342 centimetres. So if I've got the same bar model again, not the best drawing of a bar model I've ever done in my life. We've got 400 centimetres and so rather than having two parts here, we've got one part. My whole has stayed the same. My two parts have added together to give me 342 centimetres, and now I have a missing part again. So, but now we've only got one part missing, and we know if we've got one part missing, we can do the whole, take away a part, it's going to give me a part. So all I would do is I would do 400 and I would subtract 342. 400 take away 342, 0 take away 2 I can't do, so I need to do some exchanging. 10 take away 2 is going to give me 8, 9 take away 4 is going to give me 5, 3 take away 3 is going to give me 0. So my missing part was 58 centimetres. Really important to include that unit of measure. Centimetres is what we converted it all into. 58 centimetres, 0.58 metres. Either of those would have been correct, but that is our method for those. You don't need to draw out the bar models. I drew them out because I found that helped me to be able to visualise the question. Okay, I had a hole, I had two parts, I was missing a part. I know what to do when I've got a question like that. Drawing a bar model out though does sometimes take some time, so if you already know how to answer these types of questions, then you can dive straight into it.
If you found this video useful, then I would massively appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you want to explore more methods or practice using the method we've looked at here, why not check out the teacher videos at arithmetichub.com. Arithmetic Hub has videos just like this on different methods, specifically targeting areas needed in Key Stage 2. There you can practice one particular skill or generate your own sets of calculations designed to challenge your understanding of all the topics covered in Years 3 to 6.